Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumping here. Today I'm going to be starting a brand new series for Bloodborne. This is going to be my Noob's Guide. Now, if you guys are wondering what is a Noob's Guide, it will be a walkthrough, hopefully a 100% walkthrough, where I will show you how to beat all the bosses, how to get all the items, how to do all the NPC quest lines, and I'll show you a lot of cool tricks and, of course, a lot of secrets. Now, even if you're not new to the game, you can probably still watch this and maybe you can learn some stuff about the game that you might not have known. In my last series, it was a Let's Play. I never played the game before. I was just learning it. Now I've played the game enough to pretty much go ahead and do a walkthrough where I will tell you how to do all these things. Now, the first thing you might be wondering, what would I recommend as your origin? If you are brand new to the game, I would recommend a quality build. A quality build is where you will have a very diverse build, meaning that you'll have enough strength, skill, blood, and maybe even arcane to use everything in the game. That way you can learn what you like. Maybe you will like skill, maybe you will like strength, maybe you will like the guns, maybe you will like the magic. So that's what I would recommend if you are brand new to the game, and if that is the case, you want to go with the military veteran. Now, I'm going to be playing as a professional, which is basically like a skilled build. The only reason why I'm doing this is because in my last series, my Let's Play, I used strength a lot. I used a certain great sword, and I'm sure a lot of people got annoyed by that. So I don't want to do that again, so we're going to be a skill build this time, and my build's going to be skill and blood. But I would not recommend this if you are new to the game. I would actually recommend strength over skill because early on in the game, there's some really good strength weapons you can get. You can get a hammer that's really good, you can get a great sword that's really good. So I would recommend the Violent Pass if you're interested in strength. But later on in the game, you will get some skill weapons that are just absolutely amazing. So it's really up to you what you want to do. I'm going to be the professional though, so let's go ahead and get this started and kick some ass. Alrighty, so we are now waking up and we can actually play the game. Okay, now the beginning part of this game, it seems like what they want you to do is die. Because they're going to put an enemy here, you have no weapon, and it's a major bitch. But you do not actually need to die in the beginning. Now, you might die trying to run past this fool, but I'm going to try to show you what to do. Basically, you want to run over here, and there's a lot of bloodstains. I will be playing online too for this series, by the way. And just run past the werewolf. As you're opening up the doors, you should get some iframes, so even if the werewolf will catch up to you, you should be good. Now, we're going to skip all the items and stuff just because we're going to try to get to the first lamp. And we're going to get the hell out of here, and we're going to get our weapon, and then we can come back and kick some ass. Okay, so we're going to come over here. What you need to do is you need to pull this lever, watch out for that guy, and that's going to lower down this ladder right here. So basically, we're going to climb up the ladder, and you can climb faster if you hold circle, so climb up. Be warned that that guy down there will chase you up here, so immediately just go to the lamp and light it and get the hell out of here. And this way you don't have to die in the beginning. But if you do die, it's really not a big deal. They kind of want you to die. So let's go to the Hunter's Dream. Alrighty, so now we are in the Hunter's Dream and we can pick our weapon. Now, I'm sure that some people might be disappointed by this, but I'm going to go with the Hunter's Axe. This is what I recommend. I really do believe that the axe is the best weapon to start with. It will make the early parts of the game super easy, so go with the axe. Trust me on this. And if you run up here, you can pick your gun. Now, it's really up to you which one you want. It doesn't really matter all that much. I'm going to go with the blunderbuss, which is more like the shotgun. And right here, you get the notebook. Now, that's basically it. You can go ahead and talk to this guy if you want. But let's quickly equip our weapons. And we can go ahead and leave this area and go back to where that werewolf was, and we're going to murder his ass. So to get back to where the werewolf was, and I would recommend maybe going back there just so that you can get all the items in that area. You want to go to the first floor sick room. So let's do this. Okay, so we are back here now. You can actually turn around and come up here. Originally this door is going to be shut, but if you come up here, there's going to be an NPC. You can talk to her. And I think, yeah, she will give you an item. That's a healing item. So we're going to leave now. If you come back later, though, what will happen is you can actually send people to the clinic. I do not recommend doing that, though. There is one person I would recommend sending to the clinic. But everyone else, do not send them there. Anyway, we're going to come back over here. Let me equip my weapon. And we're going to murder the werewolf. So we're just going to stab him a couple times. The axe should take him out, no problem. Pick up the items. You get some healing potions. Over here, you get some more healing potions. And you should also be able to get 10 bullets, I believe, right here. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Yep, 10 bullets. So now we have 20 bullets already. We're going to run down here. And there is some more healing items. And in my opinion, the most important item is actually down here. Watch out for the enemy over here. Basically, if you want a gun parry in this game, gun parry is really, really good. But what you need to understand is that you need to time the attack so that it's pretty much like Dark Souls, where as they're attacking you, you will shoot them, basically. And you want to time it so that it's about the time that they are going to hit you. Now, that is the most important item right there, the cocktails, because these will be very useful for fighting the first boss. Let's go ahead and pick up that. We just got some more healing items. Now we can go up top, and there's going to be another NPC up here we can talk to. This guy is really easy to miss because he's in the window, and you probably won't realize that you can actually come over here and talk to him. So we're going to quickly talk to him. I'm going to skip all his dialogue, but you can listen to it, obviously. So, yeah. We just want him to repeat himself, so hopefully he is repeating himself now. I think he is. And we can come down this way. So there's going to be an item over here that we can pick up. You're going to get a lot of different stuff, primarily healing items. Now, the pebbles are actually really good, because you can use those to lure enemies to you. So let's quickly kill that guy. And you want to wait until they die to see if they're going to drop any items, because they will drop a lot of bullets and a lot of healing items, and any like extra bullets or extra healing items will go to your storage, which is very useful. So they're dead now. When you come down here, there's going to be like 4 guys, so this can be a little crazy, but I highly recommend transforming your weapon. And yeah, I'm getting murdered. Uh-oh, not good. Let's get the hell out of here. Now this is live commentary, by the way, so keep that in mind. Alright, we're going to lure them up here, and we're going to basically back off and take them out. When you transform this axe, it becomes like a halberd in a way, and it's so freaking good. You get so much range to help you take out some of these enemies. Alright, just got some bullets. Now there's going to be a shortcut coming up, and also when you come over here, there's a big enemy. It's up to you if you want to fight him or not. You can gun parry him really easily, but I would actually recommend not bothering. Like, don't go over there. The main thing that you can get off of him is you can get a couple items, but you really can't use any like special items right now anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to do a running R2, and that's really good, by the way, so I would actually recommend doing that a lot, to do the running R2, and that's for a lot of different weapons. There's going to be a guy right here, so let's quickly murder him. And honestly, the worst enemies in this first little area are going to be the guys with the guns. So you really want to take those guys out quickly. This is a trap right here, so be careful. Take out the guy. We're going to pick this up. That's our very first blood shard. That is how you upgrade your weapons in this game. So all that stuff is really important. Alright, so we're going to back off. Hit that guy. Now he's dead. Now what's good about coming up here is that this should lure a lot of these guys to you. They're going to aggro, and you can kind of split them up and take them out up here. Now, unfortunately, some of these guys will take 3 hits to kill, which can be kind of a bitch. But if you look right now, look, we have guys coming to us. So we're going to take this guy out now. And basically, that's the plan right now, is to try to aggro these guys 1 at a time, or maybe 2 at a time. Because it's a lot easier to control it if we aggro them like that, compared to aggroing the whole group and just get murdered in 5 seconds. This is probably like the first tricky part for a brand new player in the game. And this is the part that you'll probably die. If not this part, maybe the part with the 4 guys that I almost died to earlier. Alright, so like I said, we're just taking them out. Some of these guys are weaker, so keep that in mind. Some of them will die in 2 hits, other ones will take 3 hits. And we're just going to let him come up here, and we're just basically backing off and just attacking at range. That's the plan right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and aggro these guys again. And the way that we're going to do this is we're going to run over here. Also, you can use the pebbles that you picked up to aggro some of these guys too. Right now, they should chase me up here. The guys with the pitchforks are the worst because they have a lot of range too. Oh, I missed. Okay, we're going to back off. You can always get a little health back if you attack. Sometimes it's not worth it though. It really isn't, because it's going to get you killed. It's definitely going to get you killed at least once. Okay, now we have an opening, so we're going to go after the guy with the gun. Quickly take him out. There's another guy with a gun shooting at us, but if we come over here, we should be good. The dogs, oh my god, the dogs are like the worst enemies in the game. They really are. They're super, super, super annoying. Okay, so we're going to go up top. Unfortunately, that guy with the gun is going to be shooting at us right now, so we're going to back off. And in fact, I'm going to just move because I am not trying to get shot at right now. He should not be able to hit you up here. So we're just going to aggro these guys to us if we can. If you can't tell, I'm really taking my time. I'm being slow because remember, this guide is meant for people that are new, and this is the kind of stuff you can do to make this part a lot easier. It's just use the environment, move around, and of course you can always just run past these guys too, so keep that in mind. You don't actually have to kill these guys, but you do want to get the items and stuff. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do? Now that we have an opening, we're going to run up top and we're going to kill the guy with the gun. Oh my god, there's more guys up here. Quickly kill you, you're dead. Now we can come back over here and we can kill this guy. I missed. Die. And this guy is coming up to us. Kill him. And we are good. So let's go ahead and pick this up. That is a consumable that you can use to get some echoes. And now we're going to run over this way. Okay, now coming up here, this is going to be the very first enemy that you can backstab. So we're going to go and do that right now. And the way that you backstab an enemy is you need to sneak up on them. The best way to sneak up on them is just to walk to where they're at. Now, I don't know what he's doing. He's just banging on the door. So that's very interesting. And one hand. Oh my god, he turned around. Okay, well that didn't work. You got to be careful not to do what I just did. I do that all the time. I will gun parry and then backstep. Try not to do that. But unfortunately, a lot of these enemies, I said this earlier, but it's like, in a way, they designed them so that the only way to really gun parry certain enemies is to, unfortunately, get hit. And that just sucks. Now, normally, if you actually do get the gun parry, you can get all your health back when you get the riposte. But it still is very, very annoying. Alright, if we come over here, there will be an item over here we can grab. So, watch out for the birds. They are kind of annoying. Really easy to kill, but they can do a decent amount of damage to you if they fly up and start pecking your eyes out, so watch out for that. Roll through here, and we can get some oil urns. Alright, now, you have two options here. You can go either this way, which is a nightmare, or you can take a little shortcut, and that's what we're going to go do right now. We're going to take the shortcut. There's some NPCs here, but they don't really matter, so just ignore them. Watch out, these dogs can break out, so quickly try to murder them all. I'm going to hurry up and get this one. Yep, he broke out. And yeah, if I would have rushed him, I could have probably got to him and killed him before he could break out. So we're going to kill the rest of them real quick. Now this area that we're at right now is actually really, really important. But before we go over there, which is an extremely important event that we need to go do, we're going to go open up a shortcut. And this shortcut is amazing. It's one of the best shortcuts, honestly, in the entire game because it really will help you in this area. Alright, so we're going to pick this up. That's another consumable. And we're looking for a house right now. When we find the house, do not go down there, by the way, because there's going to be two big guys down there and they might murder you. But yeah, here it is right here. We're going to open up the door. There's going to be an enemy in here, so watch out. Let's quickly kill him. There's another enemy in here. It's a wheelchair guy. It's kind of a trap, so they're trying to trick you. So you will go and pick up the item, and this guy will blast you. He has a giant gun that will just do so much damage, so watch out for that. We just opened up the door. There's an enemy up here, so let's take him out. The axe is so good because it gives you so much range. The saw cleaver and also the cane are decent weapons, but they just don't give you much range. And when you're doing this beginning part and you're really weak, you want to have as much range as possible so that you're not going to take a lot of damage. Alright, so we can actually go to the second floor right now, but we're going to skip that. Instead, we're going to run over to that area that I talked about before. And there's going to be an NPC there. I would not worry about her right now because we can come back later. So let's come down here. You can get a little confused here, but you have to go back down the steps. And there's going to be another dog roaming around over here, so let's go kill him. There's an item over here too. That vertical attack a lot of times will miss if you're fighting a dog. Horizontal attacks are normally the best way to kill them, but also locking on should make it so that you will not miss the vertical attack. And I missed again. Go ahead and back off. I'm telling you, these dogs, they are a nightmare. Anyway, he is dead. The NPC is going to talk to us, but we're going to ignore her. And we're going to come over here now. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to roll through these barrels. And then we're going to come out here. And there's some items over here that we can cut down. So let's quickly cut them down. And there is an item we can pick up over here. So let's go grab that. And we can go and cut this one down over here as well. And now we're going to go and talk to this NPC. This is very important to do. Now, some people have told me that if you do not talk to her before you fight the boss, you can still talk to her. But I was playing on a file once where I didn't talk to her and I fought the first boss and she disappeared and she never came back. So I say always come over here and talk to her before you fight that first boss, just in case. We're going to skip all her dialogue. She's going to give you an item, and that's basically just like Homeward Bones from Dark Souls, and she gives you a really badass emote. I love that emote. It's like my favorite one in the game. It's just so cool. You're like, yeah, I'm a badass. Anyway, so now that we're done with that, we can actually go ahead and hop down. And yeah, this area down here can be a little bit of a bitch, so watch out for these guys, man. You really want to try to use your gun and gun parry these fools. Oh my god, I'm getting murdered. Yeah, but these guys are really annoying. I'm just going to spam attacks. As you can tell, he's very strong. That is the part that makes him bitch. Now, besides getting gun parries, one of the best things about the guns in the game is to actually control the enemies with the gun. What you can do is you can stun enemies. So like if an enemy is getting ready to attack you, shoot them. Like just if you feel like, oh, I can't avoid that, pull the trigger, shoot them. It should stun them. It should keep you from getting hit. So that is something you can do to try to avoid taking damage. Okay, now there's going to be an enemy over here. We're going to kill him real quick. These guys are kind of like werewolf monsters too. Let's try to go for a gun parry. We got it. So now we're going to stab him. Remember, you want to try to time that late. So as he's swinging, right before he hits you, pull the trigger and you should get the gun parry. Now, if you remember those two items we cut down, we can go and get them. One is going to be shards and one is going to be a weapon. So we're going to get both, but we're going to hop down. Watch out, there's some rats down here. So quickly kill the rat. And always make sure that the enemies aren't going to drop something for you. This right here is the weapon. And that weapon's not bad. I kind of like it. It's the saw spear. It says that it's a spear, but it doesn't really act all that much like a spear. Only like one of the attacks, if I remember right, is kind of like a spear attack. And that's like the R2, so that kind of sucks. Alright, so we're going to go deal with these rats down here. Now you can do a jumping plunging attack on them. Oh, watch my back. Oh no, I'm in a corner. That's never good. Getting in a corner is always very, very bad, because that is how you get killed. The enemies in this game will trap you really, really hard if you get into the corner. Now, we just got a Madman's Knowledge. That's going to add insight, and that's actually kind of important, because if we use it right now, which I'm not going to use it right now, but if we did use it right now, what we could do is we can go back to the Hunter's Dream, and we should be able to level up, because the way to level up in the game is you have to talk to this Dow. That's not good. Uh-oh. Wow. That almost scared the crap out of me. Anyway, yeah, the way you level up, you have to talk to a Dow. And she will first appear once you challenge the boss. You don't have to beat the boss, you just challenge him. But the thing is that when you challenge that boss, you're going to get 1 insight. Okay, I'm going to kill this guy real quick because he's an asshole. Fucking bitch. There we go. We got it. Yeah, so if you just use that madman's knowledge, you should be able to do the same thing. That's the way I look at it. I'm not 100% on that. I will probably experiment just to see if I am correct about that. Okay, we're hopping down here to get the other item that we cut down. This is going to be some shards, which are very useful because we're going to be upgrading our weapon later. Go ahead and back off. Kill this fool now. And I would recommend upgrading the axe, because the axe is going to be a great weapon. If you're going for a strength build, I would say that you could maybe wait, because it doesn't take very long to actually get to a point where you will get a really, really amazing weapon. In fact, after you beat the first boss, or really, I don't even think you have to beat the first boss, but you will find a badge, and the badge will allow you to make a hammer, and the hammer is really good. I hate this part so much. These guys are shooting me as I'm coming up. Nice, so we're going to run back over here, and it's time to get some revenge on these guys because they are being douchebags right now. Come here. No, no, no. Ugh. Wow. Murdered them both. Awesome. Pick up the ammo. Now, over here, there's an item that we can drop down and get, and that's what we're going to do. Murder that bird. There's going to be several more birds. And there's a bird over here, too, hiding. So, he's dead. Let's drop down and get the item real quick. We're just going to walk off. And we're going to pick that up. Now, we're going to hop off right here. I don't believe there's anything back this way. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here. I'm going to quickly run over here just to double check, because I honestly don't remember. Yeah, there's nothing over here, so we're going to go open up another shortcut right now. This is a very, very important shortcut as well, and there is an NPC here that we can talk to, and we can actually do a quest. And this will be important for fighting the second boss, because it will make the second boss a lot easier. The first boss is really not all that challenging, but I would say that if you have never played a Souls game, the first boss might be extremely challenging. So if you're having too much trouble, you can always summon someone, and it should make it a lot easier if you can get a co-op. But the second boss, no matter what, is pretty much like the first real challenging boss in the game. And yeah, he can kick your ass, but you can make it easier if you can get this one item, and that's what we're going to do. Now this enemy over here, you should be able to backstab him if you sneak up on him. Last time I failed, so let's see if I can do it this time. Hello. Haha. You did. I think it's so funny how you stab him in there like ass. Pick that up. Now we're going to climb up the ladder, and we can open up the shortcut, and we can also go ahead and talk to the little girl. Now, the rest of the stuff in the other direction, we don't actually have to do that right now, but we will actually go do that. Alright, so this is a little girl. She has a quest line, and we're going to be doing her quest line in this, so it's really, really interesting. You don't really get anything for doing it. You do get one item, but it's not really worth it. But it still is interesting to do the quest line. And it's really, really messed up. Most of the quest lines in this game are extremely messed up. Okay, now these enemies down here, they're not challenging, but they are really annoying. So we're not going to fight them. Instead, we're going to roll down here, pick up the item, and run for it. And there's going to be several items as we run for it. But we're just going to basically skip the enemies. So there's an item over here. This is actually important because it's going to be a bloodstone. And then we're going to run over here. Bye-bye. And there's a ladder right here that will create another shortcut. And we have a piggy. Oh my god. It's really easy to deal with these guys if you just get behind them, charge up your attack, and then just do that twice and you should be good. And over here you get a badge. I need to see what it is, because I don't remember if this is the badge that allows you to... No, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I can't remember if that is the badge that allows you to buy the hammer, or I think you actually get the badge for fighting the first boss. Alright, we're going to climb up this ladder and create this other shortcut real quick. So once we get up to the top, there's going to be an elevator that we can use. And this will be important for fighting the second boss. And just in case you die on the second boss, this makes it a lot easier to get to him right away. So let's go ahead and take the elevator up. And now we can pretty much go and fight the first boss if we want. But before we do that, we're actually going to go down to another sewer. We can still skip these guys. You don't need to kill these guys. We're going to run back up here real quick. And yeah, we're going to go to this other sewer. So I just need to think for a moment. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to run back to the house. This is kind of by where the shortcut is. And we will go upstairs now. If you remember, I said we could go upstairs, but we weren't going to. And there's going to be an enemy over here hiding, so take him out real quick. You did. And now we're going to pick this up. And there's another enemy over here, so we're going to kill him. And basically, there's going to be these two werewolves, and these werewolves can really give new players a very, very hard time. But there's a way to make this extremely easy. All you got to do is run over to them and aggro them, okay? So now they're going to come after me. At least one of them will. And then we're going to run away, and we're going to run down here. And basically, he's going to come to the door, and he can't actually hit me in here. He can try, but he's not getting in here. So what we can do is we can attack him. We can do jump attacks, which the way that you do a jump attack is you press up and R2. Or we can do charge attacks. So I'm actually going to do a charge attack right now. And he's really, really getting messed up. You do need to be careful, though, because if you get too close, they can hit you. And if they hit you enough, they might actually murder you because you don't have much health. Alright, so now we're going to kill him. See how close that is? Now, the best thing about the axe is when you do the charge attack, it's basically like a spin to win thing. And it is so powerful. It really is. Alright, back off. Yeah, swing. Now we're just going to do this. Another good combo with the two-handing the axe is you can do an R2 and two R1s, and that's actually really good. Pick that up. And the way that that would work is you just basically press the buttons, R2 into R1. But it is very, very strong. Alright, now this is really important over here. Now, this is optional on the left. On the right, it's important. But on the left, there's going to be some enemies down here, and it's kind of annoying, so, yeah. Keep that in mind, but if you do come this way, you're going to sneak up on these fools. But the worst part of this area is the dogs. The dogs are always, like, the worst. And when dogs get really weak, you can always just shoot them. Okay, so the other dog's coming up. Let's murder him real quick. That vertical attack will, like, always miss him. I don't understand it. And we're almost done. I think there might be one more dog down here. So let's kill this guy. And now we can pick up the item right here. And there's another item. But like I said, this is optional. You don't really need to come over here. So, actually, I don't know. I would say maybe come over here. Because that wasn't too hard. And we did get 6 blood vials. Alright. So now this part over here is important. Because we're going to go get ourselves a brand new armor. Which is really, really awesome. So, we're going to run over here. Now this armor that we're about to get is so good that you might end up using this armor the entire game. There's other armors that are better, but I mean honestly, this armor is so cool looking and it has such good stats that you might just end up using it the entire game, and it's kind of like crazy. Alright, so we're going to hop down. There's going to be a couple enemies in this area, so watch out for these guys. We're going to try to gun pair him if we can. See, that was too late right there. Remember, it has to be like right as they're going to hit you. There we go. Don't be afraid of just practicing it, you know. Just practice it because you'll get the hang of it. I still don't have the hang of it though. But as long as you keep your distance, like you shouldn't be hit, especially when it's just one enemy. Now, if there's like 4 enemies on you, no. Don't try to like sit there and gun pair it. That was too late. That was too late. Okay, we got it that time, but we got hit. See what I was talking about? Like, we got hit, but we got it. And I was able to get my health back because I got the riposte, but some enemies, like, not those guys, but some enemies, you really do feel... Oh, God, I forgot about you. I really forgot about you. Okay, we just got him down. This should probably kill him. No, he's still alive. So we're going to run in and slice him up. So give me the item. Now there's an item right here we can get. So we're going to go ahead and hop down and get it. So let's grab this real quick. Watch out. This is a trap down here. I would actually recommend healing. But yeah, well, you should probably heal when you jump down. Oh, God. Oh, God, that's really not good. That's really not good. I think I aggroed the guy, too. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really bad. Go ahead and back off. Honestly, just to make life easier, I'm going to throw that at him. Yeah, this guy, it's a trap, basically, but this guy is really freaking annoying. Alright, he's dead. Oh, man, that could have been really bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this. This is the armor right here, so we're going to quickly put that on. And also, if you want to get down to the other sewer from here, like let's say you came here first, you can get down. All you got to do is walk off the edge over here, and you can get down to the other sewer. And if you look down there, that's where all those guys were. And also, you can get to the little girl, too. In fact, I think I might do that. Do I want to do that? Alright, yeah, we will do that real quick. So we're going to roll off. There's no other item up there that I remember, so you can just kind of do this. And you can land on the other places to try to reduce the damage you're going to take from falling. Okay, I think it's right here. This should take us back to where the little girl's at, and we can basically run to the boss at this point if we want to. Now, I'm not going to fight the boss in the very first episode. We'll save that for the next episode. In the next episode, we will fight the first and second boss for sure. But I will quickly go back to the Hunter's Dream to see if my theory works about the whole Madman knowledge, getting one insight, and being able to level up. And that's really cool if we can, because that means we will not risk any of our echoes, I want to say souls, but any of our echoes fighting the first boss. Because getting back to the first boss after you die, yeah, it can be annoying, and you really don't want to do that. Although you do have the shortcut. Hey, look, I did miss an item. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're going to grab this. Now, if we want to get back to... If we actually want to get back to the lamp, the fastest way would honestly be to come back over here and use the shortcut. We could go ahead and use one of the hunter's marks, but yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to save those for later. You can buy them, though, and I would actually maybe recommend buying several of the hunter's marks, because you do want the ability to always just leave an area quickly and get back to the lamp so you can go level up or whatever. But here's the house right here, so we're going to run through the house and get to the shortcut. And all you got to do to get to the boss, let's say you die on the boss, you want to get there quick, is take the shortcut, go through the house, go to the top of the bridge, and then you can run to the boss. And you can skip the werewolves and all that. Alright, let's go to the Hunter's Dream. Okay, so my theory did work. Although I messed up because I didn't use the Madman's knowledge before I came back, so when I first came back, she wasn't awake. But I used them, I left, I came back again, and look, she is awake. So we can go ahead and talk to her, and also you can get the Beckoning Bell, which will allow you to summon people if you need any help. Alright, so before we level up, I'm going to quickly use up all my consumables that I got. And we pretty much have grabbed every item from the first area. So let's use all this up, and then we can level up. Now, early on in the game, I would say that the two most important things to get up is going to be Vitality and Endurance. Endurance, get that up to 20 and just leave it there. You really don't need more than 20 Endurance in this game. But Vitality, you want to get that as high as possible. And because we're not going to be using any weapon for real, I'm just going to be using the axe for a long time. If you're going to use, like, let's say strength, like a strength weapon, then yeah, you probably want to get your strength up to like 16 or something, because the hammer will require 16 strength, the great sword requires 16 strength. But basically, we're just putting all our points in vitality. Now, you might have noticed I did put 1 point into strength because for my build, I need 10 strength and that's it because I plan on using the katana. And yes, there is a katana in the game and it's really, really good. Alright guys, well, I'm going to end this first episode here. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe. And I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day and peace!